Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fred.
Most welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our training this evening. I request that Mr. Fred, you may make me a admin so that I'm able to share. So that I'm able to share some. Oh, good, good. So as I share, so I would wish to welcome everyone on board as we learn about this wonderful product of Greenwood. Those we have not met this year, Happy New Year. And though they welcome on board. So I'm still setting a bit of my screen. So let me set a bit. Let me set a bit. Just a minute. I put the video on. Good. Perfect. Now I can be seen and my screen is here. So thank you very much once again. Thank you, Greenwood Kenya, for giving me this wonderful opportunity in this year 2026. I call it as a privilege because having me on board, I don't take it for granted. I'm training you one-on-one from Naivasha. You're welcome for the tonight training. So as you can see on my screen, I'll be teaching the two series of Jinpure. You know, those who have been keen, they are aware that we started with Jinpure tea. Then the second series, the second formulation, that is Jinpure Capsules, also came to our market, and they are both doing well. So it is good we know about them both. So we'll be training you on both Jinpure Capsules and also Jinpure tea. To start with, the capsules, but they share common features. Most of the features are common, but there's a bit of distinct. So to start with this product, this Jinpure capsules, so this Jinpure series, their main function, as it is stated there, they act as an antiviral. They act as an antiviral and also antimicrobial product for flu and cold. So the main function, maybe even if most of the other things may not remember them, but take note that Gene Pure series, that is Gene Pure tea and capsules, their main function is for preventing flu and cold. So we call them, most of the time, flu and cold are caused by viruses and some microbacteria. And that's why we are saying that this product this now Gene Pure series, act as antiviral
Sorry about that. I think Kiratu is experiencing some technical difficulties, but hope that we can have him back in a bit, that we can continue with the training for these two wonderful products that we've had in our market. But I know some people may not know so much about them, and our work as the company is to ensure that you get all the information you require to be able to function properly and to use and recommend these products well. So as we wait for him, let's see. We have him back. So, Kiratu, please proceed.
Yeah, sorry, I had to interchange my network. The first network failed me, but we will proceed. Sorry for that, no worry. So I was saying that when we talk about viral infection, those are infections that are caused by viruses. Those are infections that are caused by viruses, and flu and cold are one of the conditions that are caused by virus. So this product act as a yes, my video is clear. So this product acts as a viral fight viral infection by stopping multiplication. When we talk about multiplication, how does it work? So Jinpure series, that is Jinpure capsules and Jinpure tea, they broke the entry. They broke the entry of those viruses. They also inhibit replication. When we talk about replication is multiplication. Because one of the unique character of virus is that when they enter into our body, they replicate or they multiply. And now it is the work of the Jinpure capsules or the tea, the series, to inhibit that replication. What they also does to fight this flu and cold, they also boost immunity. So the two products also boost immunity. And now, having done those three functions, now we can comfortably call these products, Jinpure series, we can call them antiviral. And that's how they fight flu. The other thing, microbial, those are microorganisms, and they are in a number. Microbial is a big name that includes all of them. The microorganism included in the microbial, when we talk about microbial, is they include antibiotic. So they act as antibiotics, they act as antiviral, and they also act as antifungal, and they also act as anti-parasite. So those are the categories of microbiome. And what do they do? what does this product does to deal with these microbial things? They inhibit the growth of microorganisms. So it inhibits. And now you know when the two main cause of cold and flu are fought or they are inhibited, so you can be sure that we have started controlling this cold and flu in a big way. So mostly, the flu and cold affect the upper respiratory tract, in the respiratory system, the upper respiratory tract. And I would like to look at the signs and symptoms of this flu because in my content, we are going to look at the common sign and symptoms of flu. How does TCM, and when you see the word TCM, that is traditional Chinese medicine. So how does TCM perceive recovery of flu? So, and the products that is from the TCM we are talking about here is the Jinpure capsules and also the Jinpure tea. How do 13 herbal ingredients relieve the signs and symptoms of flu? So this product, this Jinpure capsules contain 13 ingredient and who need Jinpure capsules and also how to take Jinpure capsules. So when I will have handled the five, all of them, the five subtopic, we'll talk about I will talk a little bit about the Jinpure tea and then I will be concluding. So let us start with the common signs and symptoms of the flu. But maybe before we do that, we can look at the structure of this flu. That is the structure of the influenza. We can look at it before we come to the signs. This is how this virus look like. So guys, I know you are watching. I want you to keep a look at these flu, the structure of this virus, the influenza virus, how it look like. So as you can see in my picture here, we have this area, we call it the envelope. We have the H spike. We have the N spike. We also have the capsid and also RNA segment. So the envelope, the section we are calling envelope, you can look at it. This is the structure of a virus, how it look like and how it attacks us and then affect our respiratory system. So the section of that part, the envelope, it allows virus to infect cells. So that is the section of this virus that allow the whole of this virus now to go and infect the body cells. So the work of this envelope in this virus is to allow the virus to infect the cell. Then on the other side, we can see the two types of spike. We have the H spike and also we have the N spike. So this spike, they are proteinous molecules. Those are protein molecules, kind of spikes. And how do they work? For example, the H spike is the key to get inside your cell. So it is this H spike that spikes the body and makes a way to enter into your body. The flu virus is contagious. You know that it is very much contagious. So when you touch an object that is already having that flu, the virus will be helped by H spike to enter into your body. So it's the key to get into your cells. Then we have the N spike. So this N spike, when now the virus enters into your body, it is the work of the N spike that allows now the multiplication of the virus. So this N spike is for replication. It is for multiplication. And the H spike, they are 17 in number. The H spike are 17 in number. And also the N spike, they are 9 in number. And those numbers, they are the one that now brings about the various categories or the various types of fruit. You combine two of them, and then a certain fruit is named after them. Like, for example, when you bring the H spike 5 and maybe the N spike 1, you call it H5N1. You bring it brings about this kind of fruit. Is a type of fruit that we call it H5N1. So that's how this virus influenza looks like. Now let's look at the common signs and symptoms of a viral flu. So when you have this kind of flu, what signs and symptoms do you experience? Number one, cough. Cough is the most common sign to indicate that you are suffering from a certain type of a flu. So you experience cough, cough. You also experience headache. Is also another sign. So when you start feeling coughing, then the headache, the head is paining, you have the headache, is also another sign. So another sign you experience is what we call sore throat. You feel now in your throat, there is those hoarseness, even sometimes it affects the sound. And also another thing you experience is the running nose. So you start experiencing what we call running nose. Most of us have experienced such things because in Africa and also in the world, flu is very common. Even in history, it is very common. The first flu was noted, or the first pandemic on the flu was noted in the 1918 to 1919. This kind of flu, we call it the Spanish flu. And that kind of flu killed so many. It killed over 20 to 40 millions. And also, we also had another flu, kind of the recent flu, the COVID-19, the coronavirus. And it also really affected so many. Over 4 million people died as per the data, as per the 2021 data. So that one shows that most of the people in Africa, most of the people in the world, we have experienced flu. And by the way, we may not be able to escape from this kind of flu. So that's why we are bringing about this product so that you can prevent. So you can prevent even before it attack you, and even when you've been affected, you can also treat it with this kind of product. So, by the way, Jinpure Capsules, Jinpure tea, those are products that you can be sure they're highly marketable in Africa and even outside, because flu is a common issue in our country and also beyond. So another sign and symptom you experience is fever. So those are the major signs you experience. And when you have such signs, you know that you are suffering from flu. And what you rush for and get immediately and start taking is this wonderful product, Jinpure. Now, how does TCM perceive recovery of flu? So we are going to compare between the TCM and also the Western medicine. The TCM section in my screen is in Chinese form, but I've managed to interpret it. When I was in China last year, I was able to learn a bit of the Chinese. So I've tried to interpret the Chinese language over there on the TCM side. And the first box, that Chinese language is speaking, it talks about it is strengthened. We are looking at on how does TCM perceive recovery of flu. So the first section, so it is written in Chinese, I've interpreted it to, it strengthens the body and it strengthens the body. So the Chinese there is talking about the strengthening of the body. So the Chinese, the TCM, believe that when the body is strengthened, when the body is strengthened, that of course that is immunity. So when the immunity is strengthened, you're able to fight this kind of a flu. And also in history, before the Chinese were able to realize the cause and how this flu came from. You know, they related it with raw energy, and also they also related it that this kind of flu was being caused by the evil spirit. That's why the first section is talking about the strengthening the body and also exorcise the evil spirit. And when we come to the Western medicine, it enhances immunity and kills the microbes. Now, the common language we can understand. We have been westernized a bit. So it enhances the immunity and also kills the microbe. So the second box in Chinese, I have also interpreted it to be relieve symptoms. So it relieves symptoms. On the Western medicine, it alleviates signs and symptoms. So you can see, even in the history of the Chinese, it is also similar with the current knowledge we have. Now, how do Jinpure capsules ingredient alleviate the flu? So, as we have stated that the Jinpure capsules consist of 13 ingredients. And these ingredients are the one that they does the mysterious, or they bring about the mysterious work or the great work of the Jinpure capsules and Jinpure tea. So the 13 of them are there. So the first ingredient, we call it the fructose phosphatidylate extract. So this kind of ingredient enhances immunity and kill pathogenic microbes. You know, each of the ingredient has its function to allow the Jinpure capsules and tea to perform very well. So each has functions. And that's why I've stated the first function of the fructose is to enhance immunity and also kill pathogenic microbes. So when we talk about also the frost unicell extracts, most commonly as a honeysuckle, it also does the same. It also helps in immunity and also kill the pathogenic microbes, but it also does something extra. The honeysuckle does something extra than fructose, that is alleviate sore throat. So it is the presence of the honeysuckle that allows or that enhances the Jinpure capsules to be able to alleviate this kind of a sign and a symptom that we call it the sore throat. It also help in reducing the running nose. It also prevents from the running nose. So this honeysuckle has various functions. Then I'll also mention another one. Maybe I may not mention all of them, but I try to mention some of them. The semen, the semen amenicae, that is the bitter almond. One of the main function of that bitter almond is to improve bowel movement. Is to improve bowel movement. You know, lungs and also the large intestine are also related. You know, when one is affected, it can also bring the issue with the other one. So they work together. You know, most of the body organs work together. So this one also help the bowel movement to move well, and that one help also in better breathing. We also have the other one, that is Haba Traxil, or the Delion. That one help in cooling nature, cooling of the body. It helps in the cooling of the body and also other functions. So all these ingredients, each we are going to look at each. Each has its function, but all of them combined. The major function, they act as anti-inflammatory in nature and also enhancing immunity, because flu is all about inflammatory and also low immunity. So when we are able to boost our immunity, and we also be able to fight the inflammatory, then we are able to deal with this kind of flu. So let's look further on each ingredient and how they work. For example, number one, we have several of the ingredients that help to enhance immunity and kill pathogenic microbes. And those ingredients are like the fructose extract, the herba extract, and also the frost extract or the honey extract. So those are the ingredients that mostly deals with enhancing immunity and also killing the pathogenic microbes. And let me remind you that when we are able to boost immunity and also fight the pathogenic microbes, we have managed to fight this kind or any type of the flu. Then we have another ingredient that is also the fructose. Let's look some other functions of it. The fructose extract, clinical practice has proved that phosphodiesterase in fructose inhibit respiratory syncytial virus, that is RSV, adenovirus, and Coxsackie virus. So those are some of the additional information we learn about this ingredient. Then we have the herba extract, the dandelion. Some of the extra advantage of this ingredient in our Jinpure is that this extract has been proven to have antiviral activity against influenza virus type A, HI&I, and H1N1. Remember those spikes that we say that they represent, they are the one that brings about the various types of the flu. So this is another one. The other one we had was H5N5. Now this one is H1N1. So this ingredient also has been proven to inhibit Staphylococcus resistance strain, and also bring about, it also has a strong bactericidal effect over the cited bacteria. So they're able to fight bacteria in a big way, So don't be worried about the big terms, but look at the function and how this Jinpure product is going to alleviate the flu. So we also have the other function of alleviate running nose and sore throat. So the ingredients that are also mostly associated that help the Jinpure capsules and the Jinpure tea to be able to deal with this kind of sign and symptoms of alleviating running nose and also sore throat. Is also the same, the fructose extract, the frost, the honeysuckle, and also the dandelion, and also the herba autenii extract. Maybe we can learn a bit and ask ourselves, why do we have sore throat when having flu or cold? Have we ever asked yourself such a question? Immediately you get a flu, then your throat has an issue. This is because once bacteria or virus invade the upper respiratory tract, they cause congestion and edema of throat mucosa. This results in sore throat, and it also brings about the hoarseness, that feeling, the sore throat. I know most of us have experienced flu. The good thing with this topic is that a flu, almost all of us have experienced this kind of sign or this kind of infection. Why do we have running nose when having flu? We also learn a bit. It is because once bacteria or virus invade the upper respiratory tract, their replication or their multiplication causes the lymphocyte to release inflammatory mediators, which increases the permeability of blood vessels. So therefore, you end up having this kind of a sign. We call it the running nose. So the plasma penetrates into the nasal mucosa. Therefore, the secretion of nasal glands increases, therefore resulting in learning nose. We are learning it also in a wider way, even why we experience such signs and symptoms. So again, we also look at the TCM and the Western medicine. So here we say that the TCM clear in traditional. Remember when we talk about the TCM, TCM is an abbreviation for traditional Chinese medicine. Those who are new, it's good you take note of this. The traditional Chinese medicine. So the TCM clears heat and dispel toxins. They also relieve swelling and ease pain. So in a Western medicine, we give the two functions. We give them one name, that they alleviate inflammation. Because the heat and also the swelling and the pain, they all brings about the inflammation. So we can comfortably say that Jinpure capsules versus Jinpure tea, they alleviate inflammation. And that is one of the most sign of flu. So according to TCM, fructus, honeysuckle, dedalium, and also haba extract all have what we call cooling nature. So when there is heat, then we fight heat by cooling it. So clearing the heat, or the body is heating, or there is heat. So it requires this kind of a cooling nature. And the ingredients responsible for that they are those that I have mentioned. They can clear heat and also dispel toxins, because inflammation is mostly caused by the body heat and also the toxins accumulation. So when we clear this kind of heat and also expel the toxins, so the body starts cooling. That's what we are calling the cooling nature, and therefore relieving the swelling and also ease pain. That's how it works. It's a wonderful thing to know. Most of the time we take flu as it's just a common kind of a condition, but today we are learning it in a detailed manner. So translated into terms in Western medicine, they are all anti-inflammatory herbal ingredients. Yes. So we also learn another thing on this ingredient. This kind of ingredient also suppress cough. Remember, cough was also another sign of flu. So the ingredients responsible for suppressing cough and relieving the airway spasm, they are here. We call them the Flitterian extract. So this is one of them. And also the semen amenicae extracts, also known as beta almond. So those are the ingredients that are responsible for suppressing the cough and also relieving the airway spasm. So they also reduce phlegm. They also reduce phlegm. This kind of ingredients in our Jinpure, they reduce phlegm. Do you remember what is a phlegm? What is a phlegm? A phlegm is this kind is a thick mucus that most of the time brings about congestion. Those very thick mucus, and we call them the the frame. Sometimes you feel like you need to relieve yourself from the throat, like something like that. So when you take, if mostly you are affected with this kind of assault, trying to clear up your throat, that's what we call the frame. This Jinpure reduces the frame, or that kind of thick mucus that brings about congestion. It also improves lung ventilation so that you are able to breathe freely. They also alleviate cough and also improve bowel movement. So various ingredients with various function. So let's see also the ingredients responsible for bringing down the fever. That is the fructose extract. A certain research was done. We also work with the research to get this fact. So a certain research was done, that is an animal experiment, showed that phosphates had antipyretic effects and could significantly prevent the temperature rise of a fever model in animal. So this kind of ingredient, the fructose extract, it was proven in an animal, and that it also works in us, in a human being. It is responsible for bringing down the fever, which is a common sign of flu and cold. Also, the Folium perilla, also the purple perilla extract can expand pores with perspiration. The sweat can also help bring down the fever. Yes, the greenwood products, the way they are manufactured or the way they are made, the ingredient in them each has functions to support or to alleviate the condition that they have been manufactured to treat. Also, we also see the ingredients that are responsible for easing the headache. Remember, headache was also another sign and symptoms for flu and cold. That is headache and muscle pain. And the ingredients responsible for that, one, we call it the Haba Mendae. In Kenya here, we know it, commonly known as mint. Most of us have come across mint. So this is one we are familiar with. So mint in Jinpure help calm the nerves and increase pain tolerance. So therefore, easing the headache. Menthol in mint also block the pain transmission from the brain. So that's how the ingredient mint, the Haba Mendae, are able to alleviate the headache pain and also the muscle pain. We also have the Haba Mosrai, that is extract. We also call it Enshonsia. The aroma of Enshonsia extract and oil can help to ease pain and tension. No, when we have this kind of fever, some restlessness, some kind of tension, pain. So it is this ingredient in our Jinpure that help to ease pain and tension. This is helpful in easing headache and also muscle pain. So both mint and Shonzia, they are responsible for reducing the muscle pain, and also sometimes we experience a joint pain. We also have another function, the work, that's what we call improving hyponxia. So what is a hyponxia? It is a critical condition where tissues are deprived from adequate oxygen. When the oxygen is not adequately supplied in your body, so the tissue starts experience this kind of a condition. We call it hypoxia. a condition where tissue are not supplied with enough oxygen. So the ingredient in Jinpure responsible for hypoxia are the semen ginkgo extract, that is ginkgo biloba. So this is interesting to know that that means the Jinpure also contains some extract of ginkgo biloba. Here in Greenwood, we have the full product. We call it ginkgo biloba, which works so well in soothing the nerves. And I'm happy also to find it in the Jinpure. So the powerful antioxidative property improve the oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin. So their anti-inflammatory properties alleviate the inflammation of bronchiolitis caused by the viral attack. The other ingredient is Ladix rhizoma, which enhances immunity, which fights against pathogenic microbes. So I'm sure now you are getting how these ingredients are really making our Jinpure product or our Jinpure series to be effective and powerful. We also have another ingredient that we call Ladix rhizoma or licorice. So this is a unique ingredient in Jinpure capsules because it coordinates all herbal ingredients. So its main work is to coordinate all the other ingredients. It's nice learning these things. So even the ingredients in the product, they also have the coordinators. So the radix rhizoma, the licorice, is the product, is the ingredient responsible for coordinating all the other herbal ingredients in Jinpure. Apart from that, they also clear heat and dispel toxins. They also suppress cough and relieve airway spasm, and also coordinate all herbal ingredients and make the formula a balanced one. The formula of making or formulating or preparing these Jinpure capsules, that formula is balanced by this radix rhizoma or licorice. It's a nice ingredient in our Jinpure. Now, let's look at the Jinpure capsules formula, or how it is formulated. Is a unique thing, and I really like the way Chinese prepare these products in a very professional, scientific way. Mostly they use what we call the nanotechnology. I really like that. The formula here has been compared with kind of a structure or a ruling. In some of the country where they are being ruled by a king, then we have the administrator, the minister, then other people along the way, the subordinate who help, and also the conductor or the moderator. So in its formula, the Jinpure capsules also have the monarch. There are those ingredients that they are in the category of the monarch. The topmost leadership in a monarch. That's where the king is, or the queen. So the most powerful person in that government, the monarch. So the ingredients that act as king or queen in the highest level of monarchy are the fructose phosphatidylate extract or the honeysuckle. Then you have the second category of the minister, that is the folium pellial extract, or the purple pellila, and also the semen amenicae and or the beta almond. So those act in the category, in the leadership, they act as the ministers. We also have the helpers. Maybe we can go there. Maybe they are MPs in Kenya. So the ingredients in our Jinpure that are in that category are the Haba Talaxasi or the Delion, the Haba acini extract, the Radix rhizoma, the semen ginkgo or the ginkgo biloba, the Haba mendae, the mint, and also the Haba musrae oil. So those are the one in the category of the helper. So this is very interesting. It's very interesting. Then we also have now the conductor or the moderator or the coordinator. The coordinator. The product or the ingredients in charge of that are the Radix rhizoma, the licorice, as I have also stated earlier. So these Jinpure capsules are all these ingredients. All of them are, or they both address the symptoms and also the root cause. The symptoms that we expect them to alleviate are the symptoms are like the cough, the headache, the sore throat, the running nose, and also the fever, The root cause, we say that we treat from the root cause. So when we say that we want to treat from the root cause, is enhancing immunity and also killing the bacteria and viruses. So those are the root cause that we need to deal with so last week we may be free from flu and cold. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. This product is my favorite. Actually, last week, because of some dust, I felt like having some those free and cold. With my second sachet, I took the Jinpure tea. With my second sachet, the flu and the cold was over. So guys, I can also recommend you for the same. So who need the Jinpure capsules? People who are exposed to COVID-19, like what was affecting us some years back. If you are affected by either, you can take Jinpure to clear up. Or you can take Jinpure for preventive purposes. Jinpure capsules should be taken not more than 1 week. Jinpure tea is highly recommended for preventive purposes. So people who have mild symptoms of flu, common cold, other viral respiratory infection, it can be taken until the signs and symptoms disappear. So, the usage of this Jinpure series is direct. It's for flu and common cold or any other related respiratory infections like asthma and the like. How to take Jinpure capsules? You can take 4 capsules each time. Maybe you can take 1 times 2 or 2 times 2 and the like, depending with the condition and how deep it has affected you. Now, briefly, let's look at the Jinpure tea, though I've been looking both of them, but there's a bit of difference. There's a little bit of the difference, especially in the ingredient. Jinpure tea is also for preventing flu. The only major difference from the Jinpure tea and Jinpure capsules, if you remember when we were talking about the formula, is on the formulation or the formula, the Chinese medicine formula. So you remember when we were talking about the Jinpure capsules, there was Monarch, you see, there's also Monarch, Akinafrus, Lumisil, the Hanosaku, the Minister, the Haba, the Telaxacic or the Delion. There's also the Helper. All these seem like Jinpure capsules. So the only difference is on the conductor or the moderator. Remember in the Jinpure capsules, the moderator was in the licorice. The moderator, the licorice, the Radix rhizoma licorice is the one that acts as a moderator or a conductor, coordinates all the other ingredients. But in Jinpure, the ingredient that moderate is green tea. So here you can note that now we have introduced a new ingredient that was not in Jinpure capsules, now the green tea. And of course, it is the green tea now that changes everything and makes even the Jinpure tea to look like be in a sachet form. So it has green tea. The Jinpure tea has green tea. All the others were working the same, working the same. So they are working the same. So don't worry, they are working the same. So maybe we look at a few things on the green tea. So you can say that a green tea is a healthy beverage by who? It has been approved by World Health Organization. It is rich in polyphenol and a broad spectrum, powerful and low toxic. It can inhibit and kill many pathogenic bacteria, such as yes, many pathogenic bacteria. That is it. You can see it can prevent the infection. Green tea extract. Now, that section of ingredients, the green tea extract can inhibit influenza A and B viruses. And it can also inhibit human respiratory, syncytial virus, RSV. It is used as a conductor to help the absorption of other ingredients, the other ingredient, and protect the active substances with the antioxidant property. So again, here you can see the formula of the Jinpure formula. The frosh, the honeysuckle, antivirus, antibacteria, and also plus immune moderator. The herba can also act as an antivirus, antibacteria, anti-inflammatory, the antivirus, antibacteria, and the like. You can see them with their functions. Maybe here what we need to point out is the green tea, because it's our new ingredient in green tea, in the Jinpure tea. So the green tea acts as antioxidant and also for detoxification. It's about detoxification. Oh, this is interesting. Who need Jinpure tea? People above 16 years old, people with compromised immunity, people who are exposed to COVID-19, people who want to prevent COVID-19 flu and common cold. How do you take Jinpure tea? Remember, Jinpure tea is in sachet form. It has 16 sachets. So how do you take? You can take 1 or 2 sachets daily. So, or brew the tea with boiling water for 5 minutes. Each tea bag, brew 3 to 5 cups of tea. So you can put maybe generally in a simple way how you can mix. You can prepare 3 hot cups of boiling water, then put that 1 sachet of Jinpure tea. Allow it now to work. Then you can take a cup or 2. So that's how it is prepared. It is different from the Jinpure capsules, whereby you just swallow as a capsules. So Jinpure tea, you prepare it that way. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, as we start this new year, let us start with Jinpure tea and Jinpure capsules, especially now in January. It is very dusty. I don't know whether it is only where I am, but most of the parts are dusty. The dust is very high. So kindly, I would wish to recommend you use this Jinpure capsules. So also when recommending it to people who have some respiratory issues like asthma, there's one time I recommended Jinpure tea, Jinpure capsules, garlic, some cordyceps, and that person was using inhaler, and the package was able to bring the asthma or to alleviate the asthma condition of that person. So it's a good product. Buy one, enjoy this great moment with Jinpure tea and Jinpure capsules. So thank you very much for listening. God bless you. God be with you. Thank you, Fred. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Donna Kiratu, for guiding us through that insightful topic. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of tonight's training, and it was quite empowering. And I hope now you have enough information about these two products, although they're made almost the same, but you have now understood the bit of difference that there is. Thank you for taking your time to join the session. I hope that you've enjoyed it as I have, and that you've learned a lot. I just hope that you will be able to apply this information. I hope that you can also be able to share this information with your clients, your partners, your teams. Mine is to wish you all a good night. Please stay connected. Watch out for upcoming trainings. I see Madam Happy's hand is up. Madam Happy, you have a question or comment?
Yes, please don't ever get tired of me
It's okay. No,
asking
don't worry.
questions, saying something. Dr. Kiratu, thank you so much. That was very enlightening. I just wanted to add something to your point. You see, where I am, I'm in Canada, it's very cold. It was minus 19 this morning. People keep on thinking the so-called flu, the so-called this, a bit of sniffles, that's normal. It is no longer normal. Right now, we have a virus that has broken out in India, and it's spreading very fast. It's killing people. Do not underestimate that sniffle, that cough, that whatever. Learning about products like this Jinpure, you went into real explanation, which leaves me no doubt as to, even if I'm not sniffing right now, I'd better have a packet in my house. I'd better buy a packet of Jinpure. If I can't do the capsules, but at least those tea bags, to have them in the house. They are there to, as a preventative. These viruses are coming. Green World has the products to combat them. Why don't we all seriously just invest in our own health and buy a packet? It doesn't cost the earth. It's better not to go out for that dinner, buy that, whatever it is. Let's buy a packet of Jinpure tea, clear lung tea, or whatever tea to help with these viruses. We will be saving our families' lives. So thank you so much for giving us that background information that we can talk with confidence. Thank you so much, and thank you, Fred, as always.
Thank you, Madam Happy. Another hand up is Madam Francis. Please unmute and make your comment or question.
Hi, good afternoon. I was just wondering, I'm currently using the Clearlong tea. What's the benefit of using the Jinpure tea compared to the Clearlong tea?
I didn't get that quite clearly.
I said I am currently using the Clearlong tea. Are you hearing me?
You.
Sorry, I think I have my speaker on. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, I was connected to my speaker. I was saying I'm currently using the Clearlong tea. What's the benefit of the benefit of using the Juniper tea? I might not say I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. The Juniper tea compared to the Clearlong tea, or do I need to use both?
Kiratu, you will handle that?
Yes, I can handle. The Clearland, the Jinpure tea is more advanced. The formula of preparing it, even as we have looked at the ingredients, the 13 ingredients, it makes it more powerful. Yes, the Clearland tea is good, and it worked, and it's doing well. But now, even with the experience, when I have recommended a Jinpure tea or a Jinpure capsules and a Clearland tea, this Jinpure tea works better and faster because the formula is a bit advanced and upgraded with the over 13 ingredient. So maybe you can also try Jinpure tea and get some differences. Yes.
Hope you've been answered. Madam Liz.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Elizabeth from Kajiado, and I've seen that it's a herbal tea, and it's against other bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, streptococcus, and also I saw pango. So I was asking, can it be used in other conditions other than the virus and the coughs and the fevers? That is my question.
So mostly use it for trachea lungs related conditions. So the respiratory inflammatory, it will work better when used in any disorder related with our respiratory. Because even for other infections, we have other products for other organs and other parts for the same. But I would recommend this one to mostly work to be used for any issue related with the lungs and respiratory. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for engaging with our trainer. It makes the training more interesting. Now that I see the time is much gone, I just want to wish you all a good night and a wonderful weekend ahead. See you again in our next session. I will unmute all of you so that you can say your goodbyes and your good nights as we part. Asante sana. You are all unmuted. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Kiratu.
much. That
Thank you,
was
Madam Happy.
amazing.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hello,
Good night,
can
boy.
Thank you so
night.
much.
Yes, thank you.
Musa,
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you,
Kiratu.
Good
everyone.
night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Okay, good, because I wanted to ask something, but I think the meeting has already gone. Next time.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Dr. Mbogo.
Good night.
Good night, Morgan.
Fred, good night.
Good night. Good night, Edna.